Hello, my friend. I want to talk to you today about your thoughts. Your thoughts, which are far more powerful than the things in this world. Thoughts are incredibly powerful. They are on that dimension of consciousness, which is invisible to us. Your thoughts are never visible, and they're only known to yourself, not to other people. So they're very powerful. And if you let your thinking be taken over by other people's commands or expectations or ideas, then you are depriving yourself of a very important privilege, which is the privilege of owning your own thoughts and have freedom of thinking. And you're also depriving yourself of the capacity to improve your thoughts, to become more aware of them, and to hone them in many different ways, to kind of get used to observing them, and to see in what ways you might be thinking yourself into a corner, into a hole, and how you can stop doing that. And that is to become more aware of the implications of thoughts and ideas, and to learn just a lot more about what you actually think and believe about the world. It is about becoming aware of your assumptions, the things you take for granted, like you can't change, or it's too hard for you, or you're just not that kind of way. All of that is, just one perspective, but it is not necessarily the truth, my friend. You need to be able to allow yourself the freedom to start becoming more aware of your thinking. And of course, that also means being aware of your feelings. They go very much together, thoughts and feelings. Thoughts always come in a sort of coloring of feeling. They always lead you towards a judgment, towards having a sensation about the world that tells you whether it's right or wrong, to have a sense of what is important and what matters to you, and a sense of what actually isn't so important, but which other people might be trying to make you focus on the whole time. So this is all about becoming aware of the very big difference between the things in this world, which we can approach on one dimension in a straight line, or on two dimensions in a kind of square way, or in three dimensions, adding a sense of depth to it, or we can add the aspect of time to them as well and see how things change over time. But all of that consideration of things gets you more and more involved in thinking about things and understanding things and being aware of your own inner world, your head, your capacity to respond to the world, to suspend your response, and to think it through before you draw any conclusions or take any actions. So working with thinking and understanding will greatly increase your acuity. It will also increase your self-awareness and your sense of self-worth, of your independence, of your freedom and your capacity for taking action. So you'll get much more of a strong sense of yourself as an agent. And these things matter greatly. If you're going to work on yourself, then you need to be able to do all of that, my friend. And I hope I have convinced you to pay more attention to your thoughts. Yes, Bruno, you as well. You can think too. You have lots of thoughts. And right now you're saying, open this gate for me. I know exactly what Bruno is thinking. He's standing by the gate and he's thinking, she's talking over there. I want her to open that gate. But Bruno, we're staying here. Yes, there. He has accepted that now. See? Bruno has had a thought. He has seen the limits and he's come to a conclusion. Doesn't always. There we are. So I hope, my friend, that you will give your thoughts a bit more attention and that you will realize what an incredible resource they are for you to dig a little deeper inside of yourself and to become much more aware of your own authority and the way in which your consciousness of the world changes enormously when you do that. So play with it, make it your own, and become more yourself in the process.